Welcome to our presentation. Now you are among the ancient terrain of ancient Asian technology and how they prospered is in theorizing the future into other common era. And for starters, if you want to know about such a topic, then you're required to gain knowledge about their very existence from its creator. Up upon the water cycle is Archimedes. He, the renowned theoretician, scientist, and engineer, founded the basis of hydrostatistics through his proclaimed principle of the body being intercepted by fluids in order for the interceptor itself to be subject to an orthogonal force, which is also called one buoyancy, equivalent within magnitude by this weight without device. The foundation, in addition to this, the foundation he carried off of quantum statistics initiated the elimination of a multitude of notable acute mechanisms. Devices designed for walker-based transport, but the inspiration of this foundation stemming from his water screw with his invention of the water screw, going back to a study of the spiral, which he prescribed in a treatise called on spiral. Similar to his principle of alchemy physics, the general knowledge he contains of hydraulic technology. His invention acts as a vision about today's transportation, including the following text. An indigenous device which functions in a simple and elegant manner, by rotating an inclined cylinder turning helical blades, which passes through sparkling and is immersed in the water when it could be pumped. As the screw turns, water is trapped between the helical blades on its axis. The bottom is immersed in the water when it could be pumped. As the screw turns, water is trapped between the helical blades and the walls, and thus rises up to the length of the screw itself and then gutters out from the northern tip. Prior to Athenius of Macros, this utilization of the water screw has gone towards all Mediterranean countries, as well as the east. Regarding India, it's rotated by a human or draft animals and pours itself in irrigation for its range. And in several niches, to deplete water overtaking the mines. And within this prototypical stage, the invention is exploited for its use even during the modern ages of human civilization across numerous regions of Earth. For the functions requiring human and to benefit the purpose of the invention, with the latter modifications made, it's become a major asset directed for pumping installations whenever substances compare as a majority of mineralized substances, minor substances, oil, besides supporting blood circulation. Via engineer cover is a dubious Alexandria engine. To successful under up to 2022 BCE. To inhibit the role as the inventor of various metallic constructs varying about the hydraulic clock and musical instrument. The horsepower, as described by a few respective individuals, transpires from two cylinders, distance, and the conduction rods, putting them in a right from opposite ends. This is singular. The work of agricultural tech. It is reviewed in assemblage of applications. For example, in wells for collecting water, in nutrient built water pumping processes, mining apparatuses, fire extinguishers, alongside water tanks. But last but not least, we comprise the inventor towards the less contributing role of agricultural tech. Within this section, in its name, is villain by Xanthius. The engineer, a known inventor, that brought upon our comprehension the chain pattern. For its list of components, the components include the following: a list of processes put into it, the chain of built if necessary, the steam boiler, a reactive motor, the organ from ammonium, as well as several test strings previously invented by the hero of Alexandria. The bulk component of this was focused on the second principle, or more generally, the diffuse action of air and water pressure. The Cetus, the hero of Byzantius, was hero, where the triple set of engineers on things and the plans of the Hellenistic Alexandria, whose research and integration marked the vital progression in the field of hydraulics. And not only that, but this phenomenon of discovery soon led to the art of aqueducts during the Roman period of BCE.
When you go to school and go to your classes, do you ever think who came up with the things you're learning about? I would bet that every class you are taking has been impacted by the ancient Greeks. One major example of this is through math. When it comes to mathematics, the ancient Greeks come up pretty frequently. For example, the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is named after the Greek mathematician Pythagoras. Although he wasn't the first to use the theorem, he was the first to give it a definitive form in the way we learn today. The Pythagorean theorem is very useful, and this is because it allows us to find the missing length of a right triangle, which can help with multiple construction situations. The Pythagorean theorem is just one of the many examples on how they affected mathematics. Another big example of the developments on math is their advancement on number theory. They study subjects like prime numbers, perfect numbers, and the Pythagorean theorem, which we just mentioned. All of these studies and development show how the Greeks have impacted mathematics. The next subject that we're going to talk about is about the study of space and the stars, also known as astronomy.
Did you know that the Greeks were the first to realize that the Earth wasn't flat? This was around the 5th century BC. Ancient Greeks had found this out by using spatial concepts, such as lunar eclipse, and also when they watch ships disappear over the horizon. They used geometry to coordinate celestial patterns in motion. As we know today, the sun is the center, while the Earth and other planets revolve around the sun. Although back in the day, people didn't believe it, a mathematician and astronomer named Aristarchus was one of the first to propose a sun-centered universe in the 3rd century BC. Stars were also a big thing, as they help with crops. People used the stars to determine when it was time for planting and when it was time to harvest the crops. They used the heliacal rising as a time marker and the constellation as markers for the season.
With every one of these creations of ancient Grecian society still relevant across our timeline, what would you do if you had the chance to explore the rest of the world building of ancient Greece? Your experience would triumph over the displayed knowledge you as an audience now contain within your mind. There consist many wonders existing from the world of both technology and our Grecian civilization that have yet to be explored compared to your average populace, and now each and every one of you has been given the opportunity to explore the deepest depth of our society.